out. Bryce Swafford back in. He's going to put up a three, and that is money. 38-32, Juneau outscoring Bartlett in the third quarter, 12-8. To get that lead whittled down to 6. They've been as close as 2 at one point. Then Bartlett went up again by 12. Three-pointer up there. Every time Juneau cuts it down to 3 or 2, Bartlett goes on a 6-point run. Swafford back out on top. Here comes a three. That is good by Tompkins. A big one. His first basket in the second half. Juneau's got to get something going. Inside to Tompkins. He gets the bucket. 12 seconds here. Juneau has trailed the entire game. Tompkins with it, needing some help. Gets it. Shot is up, it's good with 2.7 seconds. Coming into the game is Colby Hoover. Off the bench, cold. Hits the shot. Juneau somehow pulls out the victory. 58-57 over Bartlett, which has to be their game of the year. Semi-final game in the state tournament with a trip to the finals on the line. Tompkins with a shot up and he taps it back in. Ramos, nothing inside. Tompkins gonna put up a long three and it's good. Bean, see if he's gonna try to get Stanley's score. Stanley with a reach. Bean gets inside. 2. Now up by 6. Go the Kings. Halfway through now, the fourth period. Tompkins for 3 and he drains it. Wow, clutch. Down by 3. I don't know if Juneau just thrives on playing from behind or what, but they seem to enjoy it. Tompkins another 3 and he hits it. No foul call, we're tied. Back-to-back threes by Caleb Tompkins ties us at 36. 14.6 seconds on the clock. 19 fouls apiece, so next foul from both teams puts you in the double bonus, so you'll be shooting 2. Stanley puts up a 3, hits it, tied! Matt Stanley, his first 3 of the game, ties it. 8.6, tied at 40. Bean into Tompkins, he's got Johnson, we're down to 6. Tompkins almost loses his dribble, 3 seconds, into the lane, behind the back, loses his dribble, shot at the buzzer! They count it! Juneau wins by 2! 42-40 at the buzzer! Caleb Tompkins with a huge 2-point basket! Juneau has gone to the championship game!
Game with the lead, and their outside shooting has just been spot on. There's Caleb Tompkins, and they are shooting 3 of 7 from the 3-point line, 42%.
Yeah, there's that nice pass from Guy Bean down to Hickok. Nicely done.
And the passing been on point for the Crimson Bears as come out with it.
Right now the Bears need to finish.
And yeah, dish down low, and they do. Swings off the net. Love it. We're just 8 minutes away from finding out who's going to get that title, Bob.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking of those wonderful basketball fans back in the capital city watching us here on GCI. And they're still thinking to themselves, they've gone through 2 exciting games in the previous 2 days. Is it going to come down to crunch time again? Good start to the Bears. Guy Bean hits one. Oh man, these kids are not for the faint of heart.
we've been doing this for a long time, and we've had some success at it, and that's all they need to do, just keep doing the same stuff all season long.
Good morning, JDHS. I have one question for you this morning. Whose house is this? Whose? Whose house? Whose house? That's right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Just want to start off by thanking the JDHS film crew for that outstanding video they put together in less than 48 hours. Thank you. That was fantastic. It was a great year, as you guys all witnessed on that video. It was a lot of fun for me to follow them. It was a great ride. A lot of adversity. They overcame it, and it had a lot of success. It was a fantastic season. Couldn't ask for a better one. There's a lot of people that came today. Parents, thank you. Short notice. Thanks for all the pictures, footage you sent in. Superintendent Dr. Miller's here. Want to thank him for attending. And now I want to introduce somebody that was a former teacher here at JD. I did not have him as a teacher, but he started in 1969 teaching here, and he hung up the teaching shoes in 1996. He is our recently appointed elected mayor as of 2 days ago. Give a big round of applause for Mayor Mr. Ken Kelsch.
I've been on this stage before, but not for this occasion. One of the very first duties that I have is to tell you how incredibly proud we are that the Juneau Douglas High School Crimson Bears achieved the excellence that they did in a state tournament like that. Give yourself a round of applause. And I can tell you as mayor, one of the very first proclamations that I'm going to make as mayor is that as of today, any head coach of the Crimson Bears will get a haircut. I know that from teaching here that nothing is done by one group, one organization. So the staff, the faculty, and the students here all contributed to this excellence, this achievement of excellence. You guys earned the nickname of Cardiac Kids, and I can understand that for the basketball team. The thing that really impressed me, though, was the last game. And what impressed me about the last game was all the charging fouls. And there were lots of them in a very close game. It was a very good defensive game. But the charging fouls, to me, represent a great lesson in life. Go for it. When you hit the obstacle, bounce off, and if it's legitimate, take your punishment, but then keep going at it again. And a lot of times you'll get around it in life. So I hope that that's a good lesson for all of us. One of the duties that your activity director assigned me on the way up here was to introduce your coach. And I've known the Casperson family forever. And they are indeed, with the exception of probably Dorothea, the basketball family. They live and breathe it, and your coach is no exception. So will you please join me in welcoming your coach to the stage?
First off, just like everybody else, let me thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all your support this year. An opportunity like this doesn't come around every day, and it takes a very special group of young men, and I certainly didn't do this by myself, and I don't want to be up here by myself either. So I would love for the team to come on up here and join us, please. So in front of you here are the 12 players for varsity, 2 managers, and my 2 assistant coaches. Trayson Ramos, go ahead, give him a hand. Yeah. Caleb Tompkins, Hunter Hickok, wave to him. David Timothy, Colby Hoover, Bryce Swafford, Guy Bean, Hunter Bielitz, Ulix Bohulano, Sebastian Bradley, Jordan Milligan, Eric Kelly, Caitlin Rich, Assistant Coach John Sleppy, and Assistant Coach Ben Kriegmont. One of the things that Mr. Kelsch mentioned, or Mr. Bentz may have mentioned, was adversity. And the adversity that these guys worked through was amazing in the sense that being down late in state tournament games, but never wavering in their commitment to each other, never getting down on each other, and just always having that belief that they were going to pull it out. Some way, somehow, they were going to do it. Thankfully, they did. Another thing that I noticed from them all year long is, this didn't just happen overnight. This started years ago with this group as incoming freshmen. We've struggled for the last couple of years. If you've come to the games, you may have noticed. Okay? And we carried that with us into this season. I don't want to say they had a chip on their shoulder, but they definitely played with something to prove. All season long, they believed that they were better than anybody else in the state believed they were. Even at the end of the season, when I came home and I listened to the game, the broadcast on GCI, I heard the announcers talk about how lucky Juneau Douglas was to be in that game because they were 14-10. What did our record finish up as this year, Trayson?
26-2. Last was 26-4.
26-4. Your team was 26-4 this season, and we only lost twice to Alaska schools, and both of those losses came to a very talented Ketchikan team. Very talented, right? And so for them to work through the whole season and to start to get some people to believe in them while they never lost faith in themselves was amazing to me to see as a coach and as an educator. It definitely helped me learn that dedication, commitment, and hard work can take you a long way. And of course, I didn't know we were going to win the state championship this year, but I sure thought we had a chance. And one thing that was amazing with this group of guys and the ride that they took us on this season was that I'm pretty sure they believed it from day one. Just something in them, something about this group and their resiliency they weren't going to be denied. They were not going to be denied, whether it was Colby Hoover hitting a last-second jumper after smashing into some giant running back for Bartlett and getting knocked backwards and having the concentration to hit that shot, or Caleb Tompkins dribbling through everybody and losing the ball on purpose to fake out the defenders a couple different times and then maintaining the clock in his head and hitting the shot to get us into the state championship game, and then to us going on and winning the lowest scoring game of our season. We've averaged over 60 points a game, and we won a state championship game 38-31. And they did that with their defense. They held Diamond to 3 total points in the fourth quarter, and they held them scoreless for the last 6 minutes of the game. Give them a round of applause. That's impressive. Trayson and Caleb are our captains for this season, and we are absolutely, absolutely going to put them on the spot and give them a moment because they love public speaking, and they would love the opportunity to thank you personally from their teammates. So I'm going to give them the mic.
I'd just like to thank the fans that showed up, the Crimson Club, the parents, the pep band, and everybody else, the whole entire city, actually. The mayor, everybody who cheered for us, and I guess who didn't cheer for us, because that's motivation. I have no one else. Yeah, thank you.
I'd like to thank the teaching staff at JDHS, because they're amazing. All the students, especially the ones that came to the games, but everyone. And, I'd like to thank my teammates for an amazing season.
I'd also like to thank David and Caitlin.
And Dr. Doug.
Dr. Doug is here. Where are you, Dr. Doug? Will you please come up here? Come on and join us. Dr. Doug was our team doctor this year, Jones Chiropractic. He's here somewhere. Maybe he had to run off to help some patients. Here we go. I'm not sure if it was the altitude or what when we were at state, but he was running a triage clinic behind the curtain there at state tournament with all our bleeders and whatnot. Boy, oh boy, that was impressive. We had to manage that and try to get kids out and get them back in quickly, get the blood out of their uniforms, get the blood off their faces. But he did a great job, and these guys were all held together by spit and tape by the end of the season. Certainly more tape than spit, but it was on there. And I think Guy Bean himself was taped from ankle to hip and shoulder, yeah, all the way down. So none of that would have happened without Dr. Doug, so please give him a round of applause. You know, one more thing before we go. This is truly a community celebration. We are so fortunate to live in this community that has been so supportive, not just by coming to the games, although that is a huge part. We love when the fans are there and you know, applauding the efforts of these guys, because they spend hours, they spend months working on their craft, and it's fun for them to get to show it off in the games. But, you know, there are businesses that support us. There are parents that join our booster club. There are community members that join our booster club. There are countless people that buy our raffle tickets. So we know how much goes into this, and we are very thankful to live in a community like Juneau that is so incredibly supportive of their high school athletics and activities. And for that, we need to congratulate them and thank them. Also, as you heard Pep Band does an amazing job getting our guys hyped before the game. They did an awesome job bringing us in today. That was a lot of fun. I was not expecting the Pep Band, so please, let's give them a round of applause. Our Spirit Club this year, our Spirit Club did a great job. We loved seeing them down at Regions. That was amazing. And for our cheerleaders too, I know that it was touch and go on whether or not we were ever going to have cheerleaders this year. They did an amazing job. This is for them too. What we have on stage, our region trophies. We were able to bring home the 4A Boys Championship by defeating Thunder Mountain in the 4A Championship game. We won the 3A, 4A crossover game against Sitka. And then this one in the middle is our state championship trophy. So here's what I need from you guys. I need your help. I need your help because I don't work in this building, but I do get a lot of feedback either from teachers and students and administration and whatnot. I need your help to keep these guys humble and to keep them thankful. I need your help to make sure that they continue to go to class. We need these seniors to make sure that they graduate with no issues and move on to the next chapter of their lives. And all that happens with your help. If you see them putzing around, tell them to get to class. If you see them doing something you know that isn't honorable to the respect that you guys have shown them, remind them to make better choices. Again, all part of the community effort because sometimes we do slip and none of us are infallible and we need reminders. But I'm going to ask you guys for that help today. Will you guys commit to doing that for me? Oh, I don't hear the commitment in your voice. Let me hear you one more time. Will you help me do that, please? All right, fellas, you heard it. You got lots of eyes watching you. All right, well, I appreciate your time today. That is it. I'm pretty sure you have classes to go to. Oh, no. Miss Casperson, it's time for class, correct? That's not enough time to do this has been growing for so long. No, it's a blender, it's too short. There you go. Oh. Who's doing the first? Trayson. Here, I'll do it. Oh my gosh.
Let's clap it up. Let's get this first cut. I've been waiting for this moment, as the entire state has been. Strength and honor, coach. And here it goes. Oh! There it is. Natural fruit and oils makes that so fluffy. Look at that. Locks and locks of hair. Hey, JDHS, this has been great. Thank you very much for supporting your basketball program. And thank you for attending this celebratory assembly. And I can't thank the JDHS film crew enough with that fantastic video. That was fantastic. Good work, guys. A lot of hair.
Keep him that way.
I had plans for this hair. There was going to be an epic mullet in my future.
And then gone.
Hair and everything.
Okay, JDHS, mosey on to your classes, especially first period fitness concepts. Have a great day, guys. And thanks again. Go Bears.